your name?
My name?
ID on you?
My name is Nanya.
Daniel.
Nanya.
Daniel.
Nanya.
Nanya.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what's your purpose of being at the police station?
Pardon?
What's your purpose for being here?
What's my purpose for being here?
Yes.
I don't think I need to have a purpose, do I?
No, I'm just asking you a question.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Did you come to the station to report anything, or?
I don't know.
Fine. Okay. So you're going to be detained for a search, okay?
Huh?
The grounds for the search are that we've had the front staff say they've seen you on CCTV cameras looking into vehicles. Okay?
Two officers step out of the police station and immediately approach the citizen auditor. They demand to know why he's there, but he calmly reminds them that watching public property is legal and doesn't require justification. Refusing to back down, one officer suddenly announces he's detaining him for a search, claiming front desk staff saw him on CCTV peering into parked police cars. Yet simply looking at vehicles in plain sight isn't illegal. No law forbids observing or recording police cars in a public area. When routine observation becomes labeled as wrongdoing, it raises serious concerns about overreach.
And obviously you've got your face covered at the moment, which makes
What
me
powers are you
suspect
using?
might be trying to conceal your identity from us as well.
What powers are you using?
We're using Section 1 of PACE
Okay.
of the Police and Criminal Evidence Act, okay?
What's your grounds for that search?
I've literally just explained them to you, okay?
Just reiterate it, please, if you don't mind.
I've told you.
It. No, can you reiterate it? And
Yeah.
I need you to formally identify yourself, because you're about to make a massive mistake, okay?
So the object of the search is look for anything for going equipped to steal, okay?
Section 1 of the Police and Criminal Evidence Act 1984 lets officers stop and search someone if they genuinely suspect they're carrying stolen or banned items. But simply filming police cars parked in public isn't crime, so there's nothing here to trigger those powers. Yet the officer insists the search is meant to discover the auditor is geared up to commit theft, with no burglary tools, no attempt to break in, and all recording done in broad daylight. There are absolutely no reasonable grounds. This isn't policing. It's intimidation, a fishing expedition abusing stop-and-search powers to manufacture justification after the fact.
Okay, go on a quick to steal. And what is your grounds for the search?
Yeah.
I'm asking you.
Yeah, so my name's PC217 Troper. I'm an officer based at the Slough Police Station.
Yeah. So what's your grounds for the search? Section 1 of PACE. What's your grounds? You need grounds to...
Yeah, Section 1 of PACE. The grounds are that we have a report
Somewhere...
that the staff have seen you on the CCTV cameras actively looking into vehicles in the car park.
So what's the issue with that?
Yeah, well, I suspect from what's been reported to us that you might be looking to try and steal items from those cars.
From a police station car park?
Yeah. Yeah.
The buffoonery is unreal.
It sounds silly that somebody would try and steal from the car park, but it has been done and damage has been caused to vehicles.
Right, okay, so you're just going to tar everyone with the same brush?
Realizing his argument is shaky, the officer falls back on past incidents, claiming that because something similar happened here before, this stop and search is justified. But that's a mistake. Reasonable suspicion must focus on what this person is doing right now, not what someone else did yesterday. Treating everyone in the same spot as a suspect just because of location, instead of looking for real evidence, turns everyday citizens into targets. If we accepted this logic, anyone outside a shop could be frisked for shoplifting, and anyone near an ATM accused of planning a robbery. That's not genuine policing. It's lazy profiling based on where you stand, not on what you do.
I keep that car enthusiast.
You're wearing some
I am, there's perfectly, so
well.
you need to be careful with that, because you know what a protected characteristic is, yeah? Right? So I wear this for health grounds. So in other words, you're going to discriminate against me because I'm wearing something for health grounds. You didn't ask me about my mask when you were talking to me, and I could have quite easily explained that. So
Fine, have you got anything on you that you shouldn't have, or anything sharp at the moment?
I need you to formally identify yourself.
Okay. Yeah, I have, I've identified myself.
No, formally identify yourself. 3 points identification.
Yeah, PC Tropia, 217 is my shoulder number, based at Slough Police Station.
And yourself?
Acting Police Sergeant 2273.
And you're an acting sergeant? Yeah. Right, what I'm going to tell you is, you're about to make a massive mistake, okay? Because you don't have grounds for a search. Okay. Right? And what will happen is, I'll have you in front of the IOPC, and then, when that's all done with, I'll get a big compensation claim out of it, because you're about to overstep the mark, alright? Okay. Because I'm walking about a car park, you've had someone saying that I'm looking into cars. Even if that was true, And what?
So what's the reason for recording on the camera?
What?
What's the reason for recording on the camera?
Again, it's pretty much the same as my name. None your business. How?
As the exchange unfolds, the true motive for the stop and search comes into sharp relief. The officer isn't zeroed in on any criminal act, but on why the auditor is filming. By pressing him to justify a lawful activity, it becomes obvious this search is about policing public photography, not preventing theft. When legal powers are used to coerce someone into explaining harmless behavior, the line between enforcing the law and asserting control disappears. In that moment, we see it's not crime fighting at work. It's intimidation masquerading as procedure.
So because you had a report from a colleague, not a member of the public, was it a colleague?
That's a member of the public.
Was it a member of the public that I was looking in cars?
Yes.
What about car enthusiasts?
Sorry?
What about car enthusiasts?
It's possible, but...
It's possible, but you weren't giving us any indication.
I don't need to. I don't need to answer myself to you. Am I obliged to answer your questions?
You're not.
Well, there you go then.
If you had a
What?
conversation with us, maybe we could have negated this.
I did have a conversation with you. You just didn't like the answer.
Well, it's not we didn't like it.
Of course, you're now searching me. You're now searching me under Section 1 of PACE because you didn't like the answers I was giving you. That's what's happened.
It's not necessarily that we didn't like them. It's just that it wasn't ticking the boxes that we needed to
I don't.
get
But
searching.
again, I don't need to answer to you.
don't, and then you're well within your right to do
Right,
that.
and now you've overstepped the mark. You're putting your promotion in jeopardy here. You understand that?
No, not really.
100%, yeah.
It's not about
100%. Because I tell you something, pal, I do this all the time, okay? So I know for a fact you've overstepped the mark. You don't have grounds for a search. 100% you don't have grounds for a search.
Got our details. If you want to complain, you're more than welcome to do that.
I will complain, 100%. And then I'll take Thames Valley to a civil court and I'll get a compensation.
Under Section 1 of the Police and Criminal Evidence Act 1984, officers must have genuine, reasonable grounds before they can stop and search anyone. Those grounds need to be tied to clear, suspicious behavior, not just vague hunches or innocent acts like filming in public. If a search goes ahead without a solid legal basis, it can turn into an unlawful detention and breach the auditor's rights to liberty, Article 5, and privacy, Article 8, under the Human Rights Act 1998. Should the auditor challenge this in civil court, he can argue that TS Valley Police overstepped their authority by searching him without proper justification. In past cases, courts have often awarded compensation when officers fail to explain specific, reasonable reasons for suspicion.
What evidence have you seen of me looking into cars? Have you seen this CCTV?
But we are a report from college.
Have you seen the CCTV? It's still tied in evidence, my friend. You know what I mean? Like, I could...
We only need to...
Alright.
We only need to...
Okay, that lady's just went to Tesco and robbed some cheese. Are you going to stop and search her?
Have you seen her do it?
I'm making an allegation that she's done it. I'm making an allegation that she's done it. That little old lady there has went to Tesco and stole some cheese. Doesn't matter whether I've seen her do it or not. Like,
If you haven't seen her do it...
the CCTV off it. Go and check that.
But how do you know that?
What?
Have you seen it yourself?
At Tesco?
Have you seen it?
Yeah, I just came out there to get a bottle of drink.
And you saw...
At one point, the officer challenges the auditor's supermarket story, demanding, "Did you actually see that old lady steal the cheese?" The auditor calmly fires back, "Why not check the CCTV?" It's the same logic the officer used to justify detaining him, acting on someone else's tip without witnessing anything firsthand. Yet, when the auditor leans on that very principle, suddenly hard evidence is non-negotiable. This quick exchange lays bare the hypocrisy. Officers will act on rumors in one breath, then insist on proof the next.
Again, I am alleging that little old lady with a walking stick
Not about
is no, but do you know how silly your point of view is? You just said that the CCTV, you've not bothered to go and check it.
Okay, but I've had
So why wouldn't you go and check that evidence? What?
I've had it from a police colleague and members of the public.
Right, I'm a member of the public. I'm making an allegation.
Okay, but you're making the allegation based on what?
Pardon?
You're making an allegation based on what?
Based on what I might have seen.
You might have seen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because they might have seen it. You've not checked the CCTV to corroborate what they've said. You know, the camera is a witness that doesn't lie.
Instead of pausing to verify the claim, the officer brushes it off, insisting he trusts what a bystander and a fellow cop told him. The auditor points out the double standard. He's also just another member of the public making an accusation. Yet when he asks to check CCTV, suddenly proof becomes essential. Unlike hearsay, video footage is clear, unbiased, and verifiable. So if the officer truly wanted to play by the book, Reviewing those recordings should have come before detaining anyone.
So you want a paper copy?
Pardon?
Can I send it to your email address?
No, I want a paper copy. So you either write it out or you type it out and then print it. Do your job. And what's that monstrosity you're wearing on your vest? What is that?
What?
That little... It looks like a Union flag, but it's not a Union flag because a Union flag's got 3 colours and one of those colours isn't black. So what is that? Is that police issue?
Did you say you wanted a copy? A written copy? Paper copy?
Asked and answered. So I suggest you jog on, do your work.
You want a paper copy?
I suggest, again, asked and answered.
Now and then I'll just...
So I suggest you wind your neck in, jog back off into your station and bring me back my paperwork.
Once the search wraps up, the auditor calmly asks for the required stop-and-search form on the spot. The officer offers to email it later, but the auditor stands firm, insisting on a paper copy right then and there. Under Section 1 of PACE, officers must hand over a written record immediately unless it's truly impractical. Receiving the form in person guarantees transparency, stops any delays or failures to deliver, and lets him check every detail right away. By insisting on a hard copy, he ensures the police follow procedure and officially document what just happened.
If you want it, you can come into the front counter.
No, you go and get it for me. You either write it out or you go and print it. I'm entitled to a copy of the search. I'm not going into the police station just now. So you can go and get me that stop and search slip. As is my entitlement.
You are entitled.
Yeah.
You're correct.
Right.
An entitlement, you can go to the front counter. We can
No, you go and get it for me. Are you refusing to give me my stop and search slip? Well, go and get it then. Do your job.
Rather than handing over the stop-and-search form on the spot, the officer tells the auditor to go inside and collect it at the front desk. The auditor refuses, reminding him that under PACE Code A written record must be provided immediately unless it's genuinely impractical. There's nothing impractical about handing over a copy right then and there. Shifting the burden to the station counter feels like a deliberate stunt to discourage follow-up and dodge accountability.
The way that we...
Enough's been said. You've done what you've done. You've overstepped the mark.
Okay.
So shut up and go and do your job.
So the way
Shut up and go and do your job.
that we would give you...
Just shut your mouth. Be quiet. Zip it.
There's no need to be...
Wished.
Now you can get a copy of the...
No need to be rude. You've just abused Section 1 of PACE to stop his search. 100% you have. And I guarantee you a civil court will find otherwise. I guarantee it.
If you want a paper copy, go to the front
Go and
desk
get...
they
So
can
you're,
print it
so
out.
you're refusing to get my stop and search slip, as is my entitlement. That's what's happening.
No,
I've asked you to go and get me my stop and search slip. Are you going to get me my stop and search slip? Yes or no? It doesn't matter. If you're not going to go and do it, just tell me you're not going to go and do it. Are you going to go and get it?
no.
No. There you go. So you're refusing what is my right to have my stop and search slip.
To a copy, yeah, but
I know I'm entitled to a copy, but you could provide it to me right here and now.
Even now, the officer won't hand over the form in person, forcing needless hurdles that seem designed to make the auditor give up. There's no excuse to this delay. It smacks of someone more interested in dodging their duty than in following the rules. If it's simply defiance, it highlights how unprofessional that mindset can be when an officer's actions are scrutinized. Moments like this show why stop-and-search powers demand tighter checks and clearer accountability.
Right?
I don't have a printer or anything on me. But
Well, go and get it. Go and get it, bring it back out. Go and get it, bring it back out. Go and get it, bring it back out. If you're not, jog on, see you later, you're dismissed. Oh, he's back. Tail between his legs. Thought you weren't going to give me it.
I am back.
I thought you weren't going to go and get me it. You're a good little boy, aren't you?
There you go.
Yeah, you're a good little boy.
Okay.
Look at that. Stop his search receipt. So he did go and get me it after all. I wonder why he done that. He kind of knew, I think, that was where he'd messed up.
At long last, the officer reappears clutching the hard copy stop-and-search form, exactly what he should have handed over from the start. His backtrack speaks volumes. He knew he'd crossed a line. The auditor's persistence paid off, proving that standing up for your rights matters. From the very first approach, it wasn't about preventing crime, but about policing someone's right to film in public. The reasonable suspicion claim was paper thin. Instead of gathering real evidence first, the officers chose to detain and then invent a justification, a classic power play that needs exposing. Unsurprisingly, the search turned up nothing because there was never anything to find. When the officer admitted how flimsy his own excuse sounded, you'd think he'd own up. Instead, he doubled down, refusing to hand over the paperwork until the auditor forced the issue. That stubborn refusal only underscored the lack of professionalism and accountability. Here's the takeaway. Police must live up to the same standards they expect from us. If the law demands reasonable suspicion, they must actually have it before making a stop. If they're required to provide documentation, they must do so on the spot. Anything less undermines public trust and invites abuse of power. Thanks for watching this audit breakdown. If you found it helpful, please like, comment, and subscribe. Your support keeps independent coverage alive. Don't forget to check out The Laughing Auditor. His channel link is in the description. I'm Rate the Audits, and I'll see you next time.